Hello there, this is Sword Axe 65 here with the SS Atlantic tutorial part 1. Today we'll be focusing on the red section of the hull. Now this will most likely be a 4-part series in which I show you how to build this ship, the SS Atlantic, which was White Star Line's second ship after its reboot and was their worst disaster until the RMS Titanic in 1912. Over there, that is the beginnings of the RMS Baltic. That is not mine. That is Rich LaRouse's ship. Go on his channel if you want to build that ship, as well as any of these other ships you see in the background. So those are not mine. So anyway, today we'll be focusing on the red section of the hull known as the draft. So to start, I we need to lay the keel. Now this keel I have already laid, and it is 201 blocks long. Again, it is 201 blocks long. Now, if you're going to build this ship in the water, you need to lay this keel on the 10th block below the surface of the water. The draft is 11 blocks high, and the top block needs to be above the water line. So again, it's 201 blocks long. Yep. Now to start, we need to do the foundations, or the bottom of the ship. And then, so first we need to count back to the 7th block back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place a block there. And now this block needs to be 7 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then another row which is 115 blocks long, including this block. So make this section 115 blocks long. So I'll just use World Edit to measure it, and then I'll be back in a second. So just stay with me for a sec. A little more. 4 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 115 blocks long. Now we want to start going in. So first we got to go in 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 3 rows of 5. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then you should have 9 blocks, including this left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yep, that's all good. And then you want to do this, or sorry, give me a second. Okay, so now what we want to do is go back to the bow and go to the first part of this straight line. Now this might look a little weird, but trust me, that's how it needs to be. Okay, so now let's start on this section, this longest section. So now we want to go out 2, 1, 2, and then back 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now this is for the curve of the bottom of the ship, if you can see it over there. And then we would need to go out 2 again, 1, 2, and then back 14 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, and then up 2, and then out 1. Sorry, 1. There. Now that should be good for the bow part, and now we got to go back to this the aft end of this long line. So what we want to do here is we want to go out 2, 1, 2, and then we got to go forward 6 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out 2, 1, 2, and then forward 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Up 2, and then 1. Okay. Now what we want to do is fill in this gap. I'm just going to use World Edit for this. So give me a second. Wait a second. Give me a second. Red concrete, yes. And then one last section. Do, 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 do. This is boring, but this has to be done. And there. Now that should be all done. Now what we want to do is do the same thing on the other side of this keel. So if you don't have World Edit, then you'd have to build this all again, but if you do, then all you have to do is just copy and paste it over. So that's what I'll be doing. That should be good. So this is taking forever, but it has to be done. Do do. Kip, copy, flip right, paste. Oh yeah. Okay, this should be good. Copy, flip to the right, paste. There we go. Okay, so that is the bottom part of the ship all done. Now what we want to do is we got to build sections up to sculpt the hull, as you can see. There are curves, and we got to do those next. So let's start with the bow and start with the forward part. This is section 0, that's section 1, section 2, section 3, and so on. So for section 0, we want to go forward 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 again, 1, 2, 3, 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should be good. Okay, now we move on to section 1. Now we got to do whatever I do on this side has to be done over on this side. So if you don't have World Edit, just do this at the same time. That's what I used to do. And so for section 1, we got to go forward 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up 3. No, wait. Up 2. 1, 2. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2. Now those should be the same height, which is fine. And then on to section 2. Forward 5 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 row of 2. 1, 2. Up 2. And then 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's all good. And then section 3 this time. We gotta go forward 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up 2. And then a row of 3. 1, 2, 3. And a row of 2. Yep. And then on to section 4. Section 4, we forward 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two rows of three. One, two, three. One, two, three. Two rows of two. One, two, one, two. Up two, and then a row of three. One, two, three, and a row of two, and that should be good. Now we're on to section 5 now. In section 5, we want to go forward 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we want to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then two rows of 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A row of 2. Um, and then a row up 2, 3, and then 2. Then section 6 is forward 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. And then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Two rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Um, Up 2. And then 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's good. Is that right? That doesn't look right. I'm going to do a jump cut and make sure that's all right, so give me a second. Okay, welcome back, and I've made a mistake with section 4, so what you want to do is just delete all of section 4. That needs to be redone. Okay, and also I have added signs to the bottom of this. I didn't think I would need signs, but it turns out it really helps when you're doing a tutorial. Don't mind my dog. Anyway, so if you need to add signs to make it easier for you to know which section you're doing, I do recommend that, but otherwise, you don't need to. That's just for helping to make the ship. Anyway, on section 4, we want to go forward 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we want to go forward 4. This is where I messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we want to do 3 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Up 2, and then 3. Yep, that looks better. That looks better. Anyway, let's move on. We are now on section 7. So on section 7, we want to go forward 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Up 2, and then 2. And that's all good. And then section 8, that's what we're on. So on section 8, we want to go 5, including this block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we want 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up 2. And then 3. Good. Now on to section 9. We start on this block. And then we want to go forward 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2. Oh, wait, we're on section 9. 4, 3, yep, 2, and 2. Then up 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1. And then that should be good for that. Now we're on to section 10. Sorry, I was reading section 10's notes earlier. So anyway, we want to go forward 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then up 2, and then 3. 1, 2, 3. And then that should be section 10. And then the last section, that's section 11. Section 11, we want to go forward 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3, 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Up 2, and then 1. And then that should be everything. Now what you want to do is you want to fill in these gaps. So what you want to do is then go from the front section and then work back until all the area is filled. So this should take a second. I'll fill a couple sections in and then I'll do them all off screen. Yeah, man, I'm sloppy. And then after this, we'll be doing the same thing but on the stern, and then we'll do the propeller, and then I think I'll call it good there. Okay, and then you want to just keep doing that for all the other sections, all 11 of them. And so that should take a second, but I'll do a time skip and just show you the end result. So back in a second. Hello there. I am back and I've finished all these red sections. So this is what it should look like so far. We still have a long ways to go until it looks like this, but it's progress. It's got a big section done. So now we need to go and do the same thing on the stern. So let's go back. And now we'll start on section 0. Um, you know what? Give me a second. Sorry about that weird jump cut, but I just decided to add the signs because it makes life so much easier if you do. Anyway, that's all optional. Those will be removed afterwards, so don't worry about it if you don't want them there. It's purely just to make the ship building process easier. So anyway, moving on. So we are doing the stern draft now. So what you want to do is start on section 0 and go up 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's it. Just build up 10. Then on section 1, you want to go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 1, 2, 3. No, sorry. 2, not 3. On 2 again. And then up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 2 rows of 2. 2, 2, and 1. And that's good. Now we want to go on to section 2. You want to go back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up 2. And then up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 rows of 2. 2 and 2. Now you want to go on to section 3. You want to go back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Row of 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up 2. 1, 2. 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 and 1. And then that should be done with section 3. Now we're moving on to section 4. You want to go back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up 2. 1, 2. A row of 3. 1, 2, 3. Row of 2. 1, 2. And then 1. Then we go on to section 5. On section 5, we want to go back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 3 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up 2. 1, 2. A row of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1. A row of 2. 1, 2. And then 1. That's not right. What's wrong with that? Give me a second to figure that out. Okay, my mistake. So what you want to do is delete everything till the first 3, and then you want to go, so just leave this 3 here, and then instead of another row of 3, you want to go up 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1. And so yes, that should be better. That's how it should be. Now we're moving on to section 6. So on section 6, we want to go back 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we want 5 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then a row of 3. No, sorry, one more 2. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, get rid of those. So make sure there are 5 rows of 3. 5 rows of 2. Man, I can't talk today. Anyway, so 5 rows of 2, and then a row of 3. 1, 2, 3. That should be good. Now moving on to section 7. We want to go back 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 2 rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then a row of 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. It's coming along nicely. Then on sections 8, you, including this block, you want to go back 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 3 rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a row of 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 3 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're moving on to section 9. So on section 9, we want to go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another row of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then 3 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So it's coming along nicely, getting a bit wider or other things. Now we're moving on to section 10. We want to go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 5 rows of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then last section, section 11, we want to go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then a row of 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up 2, 2, and then 1. And then that should be good. Yep, that looks good. And now that's what it should look like. Kind of looks like a rib cage. Now what you want to do is do the same thing and fill in the gaps in the center, but do not fill in section zero's gap. That will be messed with for the propeller, as you can see, which we'll be doing after this. So back in a moment, I'll fill in a couple gaps to show you what to do. And just one, and then I like that, like this, and then do that all. Leave that middle section open. We'll come back to that, but just finish this all off, and then so I'll finish this off screen, and then we'll continue the tutorial. So back in a moment. Okay, back again, and I have finished off all of the sections on the stern of the ship. So right now it should all look like this. It looks very weird, but trust me, this will end up finished. If you watch any of Rich's tutorials, this is kind of how it goes. So now what you want to do is just fill in this section. So I'll just fill this in on camera using World Edit. This is the most boring part of the tutorial. So just give me a second. There, that's most of it. Just these few pockets. Blah blah blah. La di da. Kadam badam badam. Badam badam. And there. Now this is all done. Now what we want to do is do this middle section. No, sorry. Now what we want to do is copy the ship to the other side. It's okay, dog. It's okay, dog. It's okay. It's just my dog. So first we gotta copy, copy, flip to the right, paste. I keep always misspelling that. There. That's that side. Now, just gonna get rid of that. And then I'm gonna copy and do it to the other side as well. So if you don't have World Edit, then you'll have to do this all by hand, which I had to do at 1.2. Not all my ships were built. In fact, most of my ships were built with vanilla Minecraft, no mods installed. And so, nope. Yep, so that is that part done. Now, now what we want to do is do the propeller. So now we got to fill in this section, which should have been left open. So what we want to do is go to the fifth block back on the red. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just build up. So and then just kind of follow the patterns on section 1, and then just finish it off. So basically, you just follow the pattern on section 1, except for this one. You want to leave that open. And now on the propeller, the shaft or the start of the propeller will be on the fifth block up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where it will be. Build this. Use I would use smooth sandstone for this, but you can use um, regular sandstone or a different type. Make sure it's some sort of kind of yellow color, and also that has stairs with it like this. So what you want to do is build this 3 forward, and then on the second block you want to build up 2 and then out 1. Then here you want to build out 2 and then down 1. Then you want to on the bottom block you want to build down 2, out 1. And then here you want to build out 2 and up 1. And so it kind of should look like a swastika, which is not right. So we got to fill it in with stairs. So you want to put stairs here and here. Then you want to put a stair here, and then over here, and you need a stair here. You gotta put a stair here, and here, and here, here, here. Go on the other side, here, and here. Then if you do all that, it should look like a propeller blade, or a bit of a like a propeller blade. So we're nearly done with part 1 of the tutorial, and all we have to do now is fill in the bottom section of the hull. So if you don't have World Edit, then you have to do this all by hand, but seeing how I do have World Edit, I'm just gonna do a command. So fill red concrete 300, that should be enough. And there we go. Just gonna break these blocks and then do this over here as well. So fill red concrete 300. And now as you can see, it's just loading over there. There. Now we have it all done. So this is the draft section completed. Um, part 2, which will be happening in probably a couple days, will be the black section, the yellow line, the curve up there, as well as um, the the rudder on the back. That's what will be happening for part 2. I'm sorry if this was a little confusing. This is my first tutorial. I hope I didn't mess it up too badly, and I will see you later. So just let me go up here. So this is all we've gotten done. We've gotten done a pretty large amount. I would say about, it looks about a third of the ship, honestly. So it looks like about a third of the ship we got done today. So a lot done. But again, it's a small ship. So yeah, I'm just dragging this out at this point. So sorry about that. And so this is Sword Axe 6.5. I will be leaving today, and I will see you in a couple days for Atlantic tutorial part 2. So bye.